What is up, beautiful people of the internet? I go by the name of Wesley, and today we are reacting to Bad Customers by Ice Cream Sandwiches, which is a video I have to say I am pretty damn excited for. I love animations, and you know what else I love? Ice cream sandwiches, but like the real kind. I've never watched ice cream sandwiches, but if they have that much good taste in order to like name their channel after what I consider the best dessert-based sandwich, I can only imagine they're going to be my type of content creator, so let's just jump into it. I also was a waiter for 2 or 3 years, or a server. Everyone likes to be called a server. I didn't care, but server for 2 or 3 years. I dealt with some bad customers. Let's hit it.
Look at me. Look at my eyes. Do I look like somebody who likes to work? Or do I look like somebody who likes to eat pizza like a cookie? Personally, I think it's kind of weird how much we're expected to work in high school. Like, you have to go and serve people McDoubles for 4 hours and then go home and sell for X. That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of
work.
work.
Think that's crazy? Or am I crazy? I am.
Did most of you guys work jobs in high school? I don't know if it was just my school, but most people that I knew didn't have like day jobs. They mostly had extracurricular activities to try to pump for colleges, but I don't know if that's typical or not.
I really did not want to get a job when I was growing up. I don't like to work. I just like the money. But if you want to go to the movie theater with your buddies, you gotta have the cash. One ticket, your total is $20. For my first job, I wanted to avoid the food service because I feared people would be a little bit more abrasive when it comes to their meals.
It's
You'll
true.
find rude customers anywhere, but I just feel like when food's involved, things get a little hairy.
Get very
hangry.
hangry.
About onions? I don't care about onions. I ended up working somewhere that's not food, which I will show you through example. That's right, my very first job was here at the UPS store. It was not really that great.
Man, people, I would so much rather serve people food. Because at least when you're serving them food, yeah, you'll get some rude, hangry customers occasionally. But especially like if you work at a restaurant instead of fast food and you're just a server, people will generally get happy. Like, who's not happy when they get mozzarella sticks and like a pitcher of Long Island iced tea? I've yet to find a person who can remain grumpy under that circumstance. UPS store, everyone's always mad. Every time I go into the UPS store, I feel like the whole energy of everybody in line, it's like every muscle in their body is tensed and they're pissed off. No one's at the UPS store because they want to be. No one's at the UPS store to have a good time. Like, people are excited to go to McDonald's. Who's excited to go to the UPS store? I feel like this was a flagrant miscalculation. If you wanted to interact with people in a positive manner.
Just a regular job. Don't worry about that. When I turned the age of 16, my dad helped me network with the local UPS store and get me a job. Which, thank you, Dad, for helping me do
network.
that, because at that age, I was not the proper candidate for being an employee. While working there, I met a lot of really nice people and a lot of really cool people. Boy,
really?
When you work in retail, it's impossible to not meet some, how would I say this in a nice way?
Dicks.
So one time, this woman and her daughter came into the store and they said they needed to ship something. When you ship something out of the UPS store, you gotta ask a bunch of questions like, where is it going? Is it going internationally? Do I need to be worried about what's in this box? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm going through these questions and entering information into the computer, as I did with any customer. But apparently, that was a wrong thing to do, because she unfolded her cane, which apparently just turned into a chair, sit down and says, this is gonna take a while. Excuse me? Why would you say that? You could say a million things to me. Why not compliment me? Why not say,
why not compliment me?
Andy, your eyes look beautiful today. She was shipping
Those are pretty, I mean, those are hazel eyes, right?
internationally, which means I had to do extra steps to make sure it gets there. So after a minute or so, she turns to me and says, you guys should really have the computers on our side of the desk so we can do it faster than you. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know all the rules and regulations for shipping overseas? Do you know how this computer works? No. The worst part about rude customers is that you can't say anything despite if they're wrong or not. The customer is not always right, and the person who coined that famous phrase was very wrong, and probably it was also a customer. I think if you're mean to retail workers, they get to yell back at you. Or at the very least, you get to tell them that they're mean and make them leave. You're mean! I've only ever encountered these kinds of people at work, and I've never seen them in the wild. But if I did, and I didn't have to keep my mouth shut because I didn't work there, then I'd go right up to them and say, you're mean!
I think the problem is that then the people who are mean, like mean people are not just mean because they're customers. Mean people would probably also be mean if they were in retail, and they would just use any and every excuse in order to be mean to customers. And then you're like, damn, everybody's mean.
Anyway. Then there was this other time when this guy tried to ship drugs. That day was particularly slow. Nobody was coming in, and it was just me and my coworker, Tony. Tony and I got along really well.
Tony has a great head of hair.
Neither of us like to work. I want to go home. Me too. At one point, a guy comes in to buy just a single box. Simple, easy, he's in and out in a jiffy. But 5 minutes later, he comes back in, same box, but now something's packed up inside it. I saw the box and how he packed it, and he did the thing where he kind of fold the flaps on top of each other, which is a problem because then it just falls out if it's not taped. Can I get a description of what's in this box? It's private. I mean, we just need a general description, like, is it food, perishable? It's microchips. Okay. Microchips. Now, because the box wasn't properly taped, Tony came over and was going to tape it up for me while I was helping him on the computer. But the guy stops Tony. I just need to retape the box really quick so it doesn't come out during shipment. The tape's free if that's what you're worried about. Okay. He timidly allows us to do that, which I don't really know what his end game was because we opened the box and there was weed. So we can't ship this. I'm no expert on illegal trade of illicit goods, but I know a thing or two about shipping, and I know that drugs, you can't do that one. That's on the no-go zone. We opened the box because we needed to redo the flaps so we could tape it properly, so if he just came in with the box taped, we wouldn't have known what he was shipping. There's no x-ray machine at the UPS store to see what's inside the box.
Or if you would have just said, oh, that's all right, I'll just do it myself, and just gone back outside, would have been just as easy. Why did he let them reopen it? I think my man was getting high on his own supply for sure with that decision making.
The only missing component here was tape. More than anything, the situation just was awkward. Okay. That's, sorry.
Understandable.
I want to go home. Me too. Here's some advice. If you want to ship drugs, don't. Then there's this other time where this guy tried to overnight a misshapen magazine. This time I was working alone. It was a night shift. It's dark out. And this guy comes in holding a magazine. Hello, sir. I can help you at this register. Oh, he's just getting an envelope. Probably to ship that magazine. Is he packing it up back there? Is he trying to hide something from me? Weird. I want to go home. I'd like to ship this next day air, please. When you ship like a piece of paper next day air, UPS has this special envelope that makes it cheaper. And I saw that he's trying to do that. So I talked to him about it. Oh, actually, we have these special envelopes that cut you a deal, so it's cheaper to ship next day air. At first, he was hesitant about that, which is definitely a red flag, because it was like $100 cheaper to ship through the special envelope. And why wouldn't you do that? You could spend $100 on buying, like, I don't know, Five Guys. That's a lot of Five Guys.
It is a lot of Five Guys. Oh, those shakes look so heavenly. I want a milkshake so bad. Do you guys get this? Like, I forget about milkshakes and that they exist 99.9% of the time. And whenever I'm reminded, I just get so excited and I want them so bad.
But still, nobody would pass that up. So it was weird that he hesitated. I eventually talked him into it because I think he was, like, catching on that I was catching on that he was being suspicious. So I started typing in the information for him. And he started to move the magazine from the envelope he picked up already to the other envelope that I offered him. And while he was doing this, I saw that it had a big, weird lump in it. So, that's another red flag. 2 for 2, baby. Why was the magazine bulgy? Is he shipping drugs? Oh my God, this is like $1,000. Who is he sending this to? What if it's the mob? Well, now I have my fingerprints on it. And then I sent it off. I don't want to get involved with the mob.
Ethical.
Whoever that was. I was 16, alone in this store at night, not paying enough for it to be my problem. I guess now that I'm on the topic of illicit substance distribution, there was this other guy. He would always come into the store and be like, hey, I shipped a box to your store, and it's big. And we'd be like, oh, is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. Of all the other customers, this guy was very easy to deal with and really charming. But one day, a couple of other customers came in, and they're like, hello, we're the police. They asked to see the manager, and they talked talked to him. And then a couple days later, that guy picked up a box and then was arrested in the parking lot. Turns out he was importing a lot of opium. I think it was around this time that I realized I miscalculated when I passed up all those food service jobs. But then again, is any retail job good enough? I don't know. I better would have had a better time at Five Guys. Stop eating the French fries.
Probably would have. The only thing is eating the French fries. This happened to me when I worked at the bar. I got a little chonky because I just kept eating. Every time I would walk past the fried food station, I just yoink fry, yoink onion ring. I don't know how people cannot do that. Yoink pitcher special on on Long Island iced teas. Yoink, just all day, every day. Oh, we cooked too many hamburgers. Oh, guess who got a free hamburger? Me. Every day, every hour. It was great, but not great. It was great in the moment, not great long term.
2020. Other stuff that happened. One dude asked me if the narwhal bacon's at midnight, which was very cringe. And trust me, I know cringe. A bunch of cheerleaders burst into the store, cheered, ran in a circle, and then left. We suspect they were just trying to cause a commotion while their friends would steal things, but then realized there was nothing interesting to steal at a UPS store, and then went away. There was a guy that would often come in and try to ship bath salts, which... Again, I'm not paid enough for that. A man wanted me to send faxes, and then when I told him the number wasn't working, he shook the paper in my face and yelled, "Fax! It's not working." Fax! Another dude wanted me to help him with his email because the government was hacking his email. There's a guy that would come in a lot and tell us about word affirmation, but thought that it was literally magic and not just a self-motivator, and told us that the sounds in our voices affected atoms and quarks on the quantum level and would make things a reality. For example, like if you just said, "I have a juicy booty, I have a juicy booty, I have a juicy booty," then it would be true. There was always the classic handful of people that would knock on the door after we were closed and ask if we were open. "Are you guys open?" No. And that's all that I can think about. If you subscribe, I will throw this box, help me, into a volcano. Thank you, Villa, for helping me animate this video. And that's everything. Now I'm gonna play myself out.
I like it. Ice cream sandwiches definitely show that he had great taste and impeccable taste in fast food. I like that he resembles a rooster to a degree. I don't know what the hairstyle would be representing in real life, but I don't particularly care because this is fantastic. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love reacting to animations, so if there's any more you want us to react to, or me, I guess, us, meaning me and you guys together, react to, please comment them down below. Thank you so much for watching. I am Wesley. I love you guys, so subscribe for more reactions down below. I'll see you next time, tomorrow, today, whenever that might be. Hasta mañana or luego. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day. Bye.